So, good morning, Kwasny, and good morning, George. So, moin, Caster. Tying my shoes, and then it's already time. Didn't do any warm-up. So. Hey, Lyndon. So, everything looks good. Yeah, it was. So it should be fine. Bro, I was driving against Charlie yesterday. Like in the evening I had time for one race, he absolutely beat me. There's still quite a lot to figure out. Hey Corbin. Yo, Ada. But yeah, I don't know how Charlie makes the last corner consistent. Makes no sense to me. Moin Nick, moin Elmar. Yeah, I mean, very unfortunate for Lasse, but also I would have liked a good race. But yeah, it is what it is. Ooh, you have a good eye. You immediately spot that? But yeah, I'll show you in a second. Yeah, I also, like for me, I put the livery on yesterday evening and it felt like I'm driving a different car. Just because of a different livery. Oh, some people are doing here really good times. Yeah, this is my livery right now. New mouse livery. I put it on specifically for next week with Pesk and everything, so a bit more professional. Hey Ben, I use the yellow and red ones, so the GT3 setting. That felt pretty good to me. So we have Emil. Zack is here again. So yeah, this time we can battle Zack. He was really fast yesterday. This track is our killer, not for me. Nico, thank you so much for tier 1. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you. A early morning present. It's nice, but you can't beat the usual one. Yeah, I agree. My own livery is obviously the best. Match with multiple Red Bull Ring practices for DTM. Nice. Well, then we hopefully meet again in a few weeks. When is the next DTM race? Shouldn't be that long, right? I think Sandford is probably in like 2 weeks. Would you say it is a hard track to learn and drive? I mean, it's a short track, so in that sense it's a bit easier to learn, because you do the corners very often, but it's very technical actually, so it is not that easy. 20th of May. Okay, not too long anymore. Any tips for doing well in IMSA? Don't get yourself crashed out by traffic. Yeah, I also like it. I just don't like that it's fuel saving again, that there's no tire strategy. I practice Sandford a bunch. I actually have never driven Sandford on iRacing, so I would have to practice a lot as well, because I've done Sandford in other sims, yeah, but doing it on iRacing is still always a little bit different, and usually, like Red Bull Ring, I did a bunch, so I didn't need to practice that much, but Sandford I never really did on iRacing, I think, so it's gonna take me a bit of practice there for sure. Hey, Timothy. Hello, S. Bloom. Working overtime to save up for another setup. Had to sell mine. But I regret it so bad since it was really put together and I really needed the money at the time. That's unfortunate and very sorry to hear that. So I hope it works out for you in the future again to get a rig and have some good fun. Wochenende nein. Wochenende ist immer dicht. God, I love sim racing. Same, otherwise I would be here every single day. Maybe I'm also just addicted at this point. Nice. P1 or DNF, that's right. For the Logitech RS50, actually never heard of it. But I wouldn't go for Logitech. I would probably look for Moza if I were you. Pedal telemetry is from Cups. How long am I streaming today? Not that long today, Corbin. I think probably just the usual 4 hours that I did the last few days. I also have coaching later on, so yeah. Apparently he is, yes. People have been telling me yesterday. He is rapid. Alright, Corbin, thanks. And have a good day, you too. Alltagskraft. Ja, so netto. 4-1. That would have been good. Would have been P4. And 4-1 is a good time. Moin, Schade. time is it for me? For me, it's 9 a.m. Sergej, falls du mich hörst, heute ist möglich. Also heute Abend so um 4:30, ab 4:30, 5. Passt. Was ich von dir nur brauche, ist, könntest du mir kurz sagen, was du Coaching haben möchtest? Also welches Auto, welche Strecke? Und ich brauche von dir Telemetrie und eine Replay von einer Runde, mit der du glücklich warst. Wenn du mir das schickst und ich dann genug Vorbereitungszeit habe, das alles zu machen, vorzubereiten, dann passt perfekt. Nice, weil dann können wir das machen. Ist fixed, ja. Nee, bin ich nicht gefahren. Sonst wäre ich live gewesen. 3.1k only. Ey. I mean, it's usually in like European mornings, it's usually always participation is low. You have a bunch of the Australians still, a few Asians, and then yeah, Europeans that don't have to work, I guess, and wake up early. I'll try the next one. Nice. So, no, I'm not gone. Stack is gonna be very quick. But I think I improved my time a little bit from yesterday. Probably like around a 10th per lap. 5.48 at the moment, yeah. No secret tactic, just the correct use of the clutch. It's pushing now. He also found some more pace compared to yesterday. It is possible to overtake me. Oppa, look. Now it's possible to overtake me. Yeah, no, you're not gonna dive my inside. I know you real life drivers, how you think. Yup. A new mouse livery. Well, it's a new old, basically. Same one we had on the old pickup, just now on a new one. Being ready for PESC, you know? Originally that livery was made for the 24 hours of Nürburgring, but yeah, we unfortunately never used it. I'm using my clutch pedals on the steering wheel, so the double clutch. PESC is starting next week, so the qualification phase is starting next week. If you have to decide for what's probably more fun to drive and race, I would tell you do IMSA. Like between this and IMSA, you probably will have more fun doing IMSA. By the way, I turned my force feedback up by quite a bit for the Porsche Cup, because I felt like that with the physics on iRacing, that's just very important actually to have the force feedback higher up and not too low. So at the Nordschleife I turned it up higher, and also now I'm using quite the high force feedback. Well, not quite high, but a normal one I would say. Man, my shoulders and my arms, it's a workout, it's insane. And it's not like I'm doing nothing, like I do a lot of weight workouts and like body weight workouts and whatnot on my own already, but yeah, driving like 4 or 5 hours or even more with like heavy force feedback, man. That's a workout in itself. I can tell you the force feedback that I'm using now. You can see it in the black box. I'm using in-game 9.6. 9.6 in-game. Is he gonna dive it from that distance? I think he is. I'm gonna defend. What map is this? Dust 2. Exactly on a 20 Newton meter base. Yeah, Zack is crazy fast. I always advise against it. Ah, it's gonna be a tough and long race. He also doesn't do any mistakes. It definitely is more entertaining like that, but obviously my ego would tell me it would be much better if I can just drop him. Because obviously I want to be faster than him. "23 laps in total." Yeah, there's no mistakes, he's completely solid. Nah, it was expected. At least I expected it. But he's fair, at least. For a real-life driver, I thought he wouldn't leave me any space on the outside, but he was 100% fair. Taking pity on gamers. Probably. Morning, Stephanie. Tire, not really tire deck, but tire temperatures are a thing. So if you have like a few small mistakes where you step over the limit of your tire, you will definitely feel that. Because it's so hard to reel back like basically lost performance of the tire. If you go over the limit once and you put too much temperature in, the temperature is gonna stick and just go higher. There were 2 small mistakes now by him. But I also just, I also just had 2 mistakes in those 2 corners. Now I feel like I'm at the point where my front tires are cooked. For whatever reason. Oh, he's staying completely fair, nice. He could push me a bit wider. Like he's being very safe, to be honest. I'd be still fine if he pushed me a bit wider. I'm a bit off track, but he's trying. I don't know, maybe supercars have really good stewardings, so you cannot push people off the track. Oh, he's gonna dive it again, for sure. Don't want to give him the inside again. Because at some point he's gonna decide to either outbrake himself and clear me, or not give me that much space anymore. I am waiting for that Australian netcode. Australian door banging, there you have it. No, but all fair and square so far. Nalt, thank you so much for... Wait for it. Thank you so much for the Prime, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, a bit of a gap to work with. Coming up to the last lap.
Beatrice Quazu super chatted $4.99. W.
Hey, Rice, good morning. You found your credit card again. Or got a new one. That was good racing.
With these people today.
When was the incident here? Let's see. Ah, there was the Australian netcode. Black box underneath my name. This one. Maybe he wants to have the black box, who knows? But how do you export it? What do you have to do? Ah.
New one.
New one. Thank you so much, Rice. Yeah, hey Zach. No, it was netcode. It was the typical Australian netcode. But good racing, was all fair and square. Nice one.
You're welcome.
Cheers, Rice. But yeah, I don't know, you've probably seen it. When was it? I think here. Yeah, we would have been completely fine, but yeah, you can see. Typical iRacing Australian netcode. Well, not only Australian, this would happen between Europeans as well. Is that a Swiss helmet though? Let's investigate. That's supposed to be a Swiss helmet? Australia invented internet, don't know how. New livery indeed, yes. We are rocking the mouse livery now. As you guys can see. Mouse livery for the pest grounds.
It looks good.
It does. I do like red liveries. Twitch is effing again, nice. Let's wait until it reconnects. We should be back on Twitch. Okay, we're back. But I know, I'm a fan of the color red anyways. So probably if I had another livery for my helmet and stuff in real life again, I'd probably use the color red a lot more now. Because red also usually is my favorite color in general. But yeah, looking good delivery. Same, yeah, it's the same mouse. Cheering for vitality though, ay. Good morning, chat. Okay, gonna quickly open up some windows because it's already getting hot again in here. BRB. Well, I'm probably gonna stay here anyways with the headset on. What's up? All good? All good, yeah. Starting off with a very fun race this week. We open some more windows here, so we have some Durchzug. Stoßlüften, as we say in Germany. So temps are like 1 month ahead. Oh, I love it. I'm all for climate change. I like it. I like it getting warmer. You can't argue best CS team of all time, Vitality. That's true. I haven't watched too much recently, but obviously I know the results of Mouse versus Vitality all the time, and yeah. I hate summer? Nah, man, summer is the best. Like literally, like 30 degrees, literally the best. Give me all of the heat. My back, completely fine. My shoulders at the moment are the problem because I put my force seat back higher. But my back is no problem. You just need a good seat. Like if you have a good seat with good cushioning, so your lower back is fine and stuff, that's good. Nasser, thank you so much for the Prime, man. Thank you. Oh yeah, for summer sim racing, that's not a good combo though, that's true. I love summer for everything except for sim racing. Because it gets hot as a sauna in here. Aircon is key. Well, in Germany we don't have such things called an aircon. We just have opening up windows. That's it. I use additional cushioning, yeah, a lot actually. Like three different ones for my middle back to lower back. I use cushionings. Yeah, I know. I mean, I've been to the Middle East a couple times now because of esports with the Esports World Cup. And yeah, if you guys didn't have aircon, man, oh man, that would be quite deadly, I think. Does your chair have your own ass stand that's molded into the chair? No, not really. I mean, there's at my ass, there's not really anything. It's basically just plastic of the, or like carbon from the seat. Is it carbon actually? I don't know. Still got George winning World Drivers Champion. Um, uh, he's struggling a bit. I think McLaren is gonna get it back, to be honest. You know, what I think will happen to Kimi is going to be the same as Oscar Piastri last year. He's gonna he's gonna beat George easily at the start of the season, then he somehow starts to crack, and then George is coming back. That's what I think. But yeah, I think McLaren is making a comeback. I mean, it's stupid to say now after just one race, but McLaren is looking very strong. For someone who's 19, yeah, exactly. He's doing a phenomenal job. He just has to understand his starts. Because his starts are horrendous. He was so lucky all the time that he, even though he fell back a few places at the corner 2, he then somehow gained back and was at least P2 again. Mercedes dominated last round again? Which race were you watching? I mean, the Mercedes engine was dominating last round, yeah. But I think you were not watching the same Miami race as all of us did if you say Mercedes was dominating. Yeah, 2031 is still a long way away though. Best tip for returning iRace to focus on pickup. Underdrive it. Like, really try to underdrive it. That's usually always good for the pickup on iRacing. Yeah, but he still had a better start than Kimi. Ferrari's gonna make a comeback, bro. Williams is gonna make a comeback. Bro, I was hoping so much that Williams would be strong this year. But yeah, we are not. Yup said your paint is ugly. Yup doesn't know shit. But yeah, the name things are apparently not that great. How do we fix that, Wormy? Williams will be up there at the end of the season. Would be nice. On Discord, okay. We are checking, so I can send it to my manager.
164.
Wait for it, I'm opening Discord and my stream is probably gonna lag. $12K today. In which universe are you living? Alright, send to the manager. Trying to make Wing 6 work on Porsche and Spava is tough. I use Go setups. Base at the moment is working on a lot of right height. Tips to make it work. If you find the correct ride height, you're gonna have, like, you need to find the correct ride height in order to have the best aero balance, and that will help you in the corners. What I can also recommend you, though, is use the safe setup that probably has a bit more wing on and then be more comfortable. But of course, if you want to work on it and get better at it with the setup, you have to find the exact right ride height. I'm quite sure.
You're on a dry tire.
Yeah, it could also be just track related. I think was it the first quite tight and technical track, right? So we will see. What's the next track on the Formula 1 calendar?
Car, hey, just set the fastest lap. 5.145.
Canada next, okay. Canada usually is always a good track.
Car, 14, just set the fastest lap. 4.956.
When is it? Is it this weekend already? Or after the 24 hours of Nürburgring? May 24. Okay, after the 24 hours. Discord call today and somehow everyone in it was below 1k. I couldn't believe it. A low soft lobby. Yup was right. So the thing with the 32, right? Or was there something else now? Paint plus spec, okay. Manager just replied. He's on it when he's in the office. I did race in DTM Trophy, yes. Are you a football fan? Hell no. Nope, nope, nope. He prefers peace. Oh, I had a lovely evening. Was watching a show with my girlfriend. No football. But I'm gonna be a football fan soon again when the World Cup starts. Then I'm gonna be watching a lot of games for sure. Still racing in real? No. Nah. Don't have the time since I went full-time sim racing and also obviously don't have the money. Fortunately, I am not a multi-millionaire. I wish I would be, then I would still be racing IRL, but yeah, far away from that. I know what offside means, yeah. Get Yup to sponsor you? True. I think Yup is a multi-millionaire, so Yup, let's go. Any additional job besides sim racing? No. No, no, no. I am a full-time basement gamer. Morgan, Hugo. Ooh, it's quite wet. Sim is kind of harder than the real thing. I usually always say real life racing is a lot easier than sim racing. Well, I think that's wet tire weather. Unless something changes. Lightly wet. It might change to very lightly wet during qualifying. such a hard sport to watch because you don't know the people behind it. In sim racing, you're basically just always watching virtual cars drive around the track, but you don't really see like who's behind it, and like you just can't make people, or like the broadcasters and organizers, they don't make the drivers interesting. The drivers themselves don't make themselves interesting to the viewership. Wet, I did last one like this, okay. I mean, IRL, you do not have so much competition. Like any given iRacing race like this is usually more competitive than some of the real life championships. But yeah, it's just usually it's a lot easier real life racing like compared to sim racing. Also because the sim racing physics are usually always made so hard to drive, even though it's not hard in real life. It'd be easier to find the limit IRL? No. Because it's easier to find the limit in the sim, because you can go over the limit to then find the limit. In real life, you cannot go over a limit to find the limit, because then you're in the barrier. So finding the limit is harder in real life, of course, but still, the pure driving thing and racing is usually easier in real life. Yeah, exactly. You need basically what everyone is doing right now. I said this yesterday. I had a call yesterday where we talked about that. What sim racing actually, or like the esports part actually needs right now, and that's why probably it's a good reset right now that we don't have esports this year, is a lot of esports drivers starting a bit more content, and that's exactly what esports kind of needs. Everyone needs to build their brand, but still most drivers aren't not doing that, and they will never do that, which I don't understand. Because building a brand is the most important, not only for you as a driver, but also for every kind of esports competition. Headset is the Razer BlackShark V2 Pro. Holy soft, what soft do we have? Two, three. Holy. That's a holy soft, yeah. I think that's one of the lowest softs I've been in for a long time.
There's the flag. It's over.
So, question is, are we going for dry tires? Ah, but no, it's supposed to start raining again. 1%, 5%. Likiam, thank you so much for the raid. Tag. Wie war der Stream? But yeah, apparently it can rain again. What is this? Is it like 1% chance, 5% chance, or is that 1% strength of rain, 5% strength of rain? True, no rain on the radar, true. I don't have active pedals, no. Gut, wie immer, sehr gut. Have you ever experienced burnout from racing? Yes, for sure. For sure. Dry tires, let's go. I'm thinking about it. Let's see. It's very lightly wet now, so I'm gonna go dry tires. This might be a very bad thing to do, but I'm gonna go dry for sure. I just hope I don't get mucked on the start. Because what could happen is at the start of the race, I'm just gonna be slow. Hey, Emil. How close are we to Pesk at the moment? What do you mean, how close? Like, what are you referring to as in how close? You mean when it starts? It starts next week. Pit lane start, dry tires last the first, yeah. Like most people are for sure gonna start with rain tires, wet tires in this race. Like, are you doing quali soon, or have you already qualified for it? No one is qualified for it. Everyone has to qualify for PESC this year, and yeah, qualification starts next week. So next week, and then 4 weeks of qualification. Yeah, I'm also gonna go dry, Nick. Since you're gonna go dry, I'll try dry as well. So everyone is going dry now. Are you gonna try to qualify for the AC Rally thing? I will try, yeah. I did some AC Rally the other day, and in a leaderboard, I went to 18th in the world or so. So, I mean, there's gonna be a lot more good people showing up for sure once the actual leaderboard opens. But I'm gonna try AC Rally to set a good time because it's just so much fun to hot lap rally. Overlay cups. Back to building a brand thing. Very few people are capable of that, I believe. Yes. It just, I think, yeah, for sure, not a lot of people are capable of it because it's a shit ton of work. Like, people always believe, like, yeah, making a couple YouTube videos, making streams and such. Like, I'm not gonna say that my life is hard or anything like that, but people always believe it's so easy to do. But there is a lot of work behind it to make it properly and to do it properly. How did you deal with burnout? Good question. How did I deal with it? I did a lot of self-analyzing for myself, like go outside, go for walks. I went for runs and like thought about a lot of how I can make things better or how things are standing right now and how I can, change it or just the overall view of it. But then also go to therapy, for example. That's also what I did in the last year. Because you need someone to talk to with like a burnout or anything like that. You need a lot of rest as well, of course, but you also need someone to talk to. So it doesn't happen again, or not that much again. the problem is you just have to keep on going. Like if I would just do streams now for 3 weeks and then maybe one video and then say goodbye again for the next few weeks and then come back again for streaming and such, that doesn't work. You need to be on it almost every single day.
Looks like there's rain in the area. Be mindful. You're on a dry tire.
Any specific tips? Not really. Like for me, therapy, for example, wasn't a lot about like getting tips. Yes, a little bit as well, but a lot of it was really literally just talking about everything. And once you talk yourself about it, you figure out most of the solutions yourself. At least that's how it was for me. Can be different for anyone, of course. Best way to find a team. Best way is to drive. You drive races and then you usually race against people, you know? Oh my god, okay. And once you race against people, you find yourself sometimes racing against the same kind of people all the time. And those people have a team. And once you're like, hey, I like these guys. This team sounds like a good team. That way you can figure out like, oh, okay, could be a good team for me to join. Then you can ask them, or maybe they ask you. That's usually how it goes. Or, I mean, social media also works as well. Like you can go through social media, look at like, what teams are there, maybe teams of your own language. And if you think like, hey, these guys could suit me, then you can just ask them. You can also just, you know, ask for like, yeah, can I practice with you guys to see if it really fits? Like you don't need to do an immediate commitment right from the get-go. You can also just see how it goes, because they also obviously want to see, are you a fit? So oftentimes what happens is that you have a trial phase with a team to see if you fit into the team, but also the team to be able to see if you fit. Like from both perspectives. But there's multiple ways how to find out. Every team I find is GT3, not P-Cup. Yeah, I mean, P-Cup, you don't really need a team for it, since there's not really team competitions in the P-Cup. So it's a bit harder, I think. But even in P-Cup, you will see a lot of drivers with like liveries, with team liveries, and then you can find it that way. Okay, this is more tricky than I thought it would be. I'm so scared of him. Yeah, with Jamie. Full podcast mode, yeah. But yeah, that's how I found my first iRacing team, for example. My first iRacing team, I was driving just races, and then eventually I also got approached by them. I was like, hey, we see you don't have a team yet, are you interested? Which team? It was Core Motorsports back in the days. Who still knows Core Motorsports in here? Probably no one. But this guy is flying. He on wets? Everyone around me on dries. Okay, then. Wow, this guy's flying. Holy, he's early on the brakes. Where's my guy going? He brakes this early again into the last corner. I can overtake there. Well, I can't tell you, like, if you keep on making mistakes, and you have to kind of find out what are your mistakes, and since I don't know your mistakes, I cannot give you tips on what to change, you know? Stephanie, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Vielen lieben Dank. Danke dir. But usually mistakes happen if you push too much. Too much grey in YouTube chats. True. Thank you so much. Wah. Moin, Nick. You still struggle with the graphics card to get it back, Jamie? It is damp indeed. But yeah, it's most of the track is dry by now. Let's do some tire cooling, shall we? And hypergrip turning in. Only would turn in at the right point. Have you watched Bayern? No, I am not a football fan. Not at all. I was watching the HBO show Succession. Much better than a football game. Nick went bye-bye. Currywurst-Fan. Ich würde nicht sagen Fan, aber in den richtigen Momenten ist eine Currywurst geil. Kaiserschmarrn, ja. Schön diesen Sommer in Österreich wandern gehen und dann Kaiserschmarrn reinhauen mit einem geilen Radler. Nick and Yannick both went bye-bye. True. Well, Yannick is still there. I can still see him in my relative. You slide it into the pits. Okay, I haven't seen it. I have to watch it then after the race. But yeah, unlucky. It was a good race until then, Nick. Wow, this race feels like it's already, I don't know, been like 20 minutes of racing. Thank you so much, Nikos. Appreciate the message. This week is also super chill for me to stream. Like, I mean, not hugely exciting for all of you guys, I think, to watch these kinds of races. But just a chill little week before I think we will go into the craziness next week. Or the next couple of weeks. With PESC starting, and especially next week with Spa in PESC and the dailies. That's gonna be a crazy week. Jamie, are you trying PESC for fun maybe, or not at all? Skarn, not to be like, not to have an ego or so, but yes, that's usually what happens. Like you can very much see when someone is in front of me that is not like hugely experienced. The closer I get, usually the more nervous they get, the more mistakes they do. So that is true, yes. Probably do it for fun, yeah. Same. I'm gonna make it do it for content only. Like, I'm not gonna be practicing or anything, I'm just gonna do my dailies, take that as practice, and then jump into the PESC race, and for all of you guys to enjoy the craziness, I guess. Well, Jamie, I think the both of us, or like anyone that is like on pro level, can, I would say, easily make it into the regionals. But from the regionals into actual PESC, of course, that's a 0% chance even for me. But I think 32 drivers make it into the regionals. I think the both of us, even without practice, should make that. I am quite certain of that. I mean, Johan, you said you wouldn't do it, but I'm sure you will do it, right? There's nothing else to do anyways. Sicher, bis der Eder seine Taucherbrille aufsetzt, ja. Ich glaube, Noah wird richtig practicen und grinden. No point wasting time, okay. Now, that's unfortunate then, but also for me, I'm like, I think 2 or 3 weeks not available or even more for the regional, so yeah, I'm just gonna do the qualifiers for the meme. Maybe I'm gonna do it to get my P license, so I have 5 million chat messages always asking what the P license is. That's my goal. More clickbait for my streams. What's the logic behind hiding your true pace before a tournament? Well, let's say if I was the fastest driver and I was fighting in a championship against someone, and I chose someone else, like I figured something out, or maybe didn't even figure something out, I'm just really fast. I'm like, I'm driving on Donington now, let's say I'm driving a 105.0. And I'm just really fast, and then my opponent, he's also doing practice, but he had a 105.1, and he's like in his head, man, this was a fucking good time, I will have pole with this. So he doesn't practice that hard anymore because he's happy with that time. But then I show my time in an official race or so, and he's like, wait, I'm still missing a 10th. And then this guy obviously keeps grinding. And that's the sole reason why you hide your pace before a big tournament. Because you make other people make more effort in getting better. And obviously you don't want your opponents to be better than yourself. Your dad's gonna try and get in. I would actually be willing to help your dad get in. I don't know if you will even get P license for the regionals. You might not even get a license at all for the regionals. Go, his first teammate. You are his first teammate, of course. Because it is open setup. That's why it says in the UI. Hello? Come on, just move out of the way. You don't know what a blue flag is. He took that corner really well though. Hello, my guy. I'm gonna push you out. If you don't move, I'm gonna push you out. Oh my god, I'm in the danger zone, am I not? My patience is over very soon. Or he just wants to overtake this guy. Okay, he just wanted to overtake this guy. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, everyone else closed the gap now. Anyways, I had some time to spare. Exactly, I haven't reached 11k for nothing. Just to be called a 10k guy. Yeah, the question mark guy. How do you even manage to do that? YouTube stream is growing much better compared to Twitch, yeah. I mean, Twitch has been capped in viewership ever since I started, but YouTube has been growing steadily. That's why, in my opinion, YouTube is so important to do. Because on Twitch you're just capped with the viewership. And for iRacing that's usually at around 200 on a normal day. And it goes up to 300 in like special weeks. But on YouTube it can just grow exponentially. Yeah, I could put the latency lower on YouTube still. I have it on the low latency, but I can still put ultra low latency. I might try that actually soon. Because the lower you put it, the latency, the worse the quality gets. I'm not sure how much of a difference it is though with the quality, so if it really is just something you don't even notice, then I might just do ultra low latency. You also have, I think Noah is actually using that and his streams look good. So I might just put with my next stream ultra low latency in order for the YouTube chat to also be exactly at the same time as it would be on Twitch. Well, that's why I'm streaming, so I don't get bored. No, I mean, usually I would get a bit bored with these races. I mean, to be totally honest, I'm not fully entertained doing the races by myself here. But yeah, if you have the mindset of bit of like, yeah, grinding some iRating, and for me it's about the streaming, it's about talking to you guys, just streaming, and the driving is happening in the background this week. And next week we have a lot of exciting racing again, and then the entertainment. But yeah, this week, chill racing, chill speaking with the stream, with you guys, it's all good. I drove LMU quite a bit, yeah. Okay, let's look at Nick's demise. Was feedback app on LMU? No. I will race one more, yeah. Probably two more. This was my second race, right? 8, 9. Yeah, my second race. I might do two more races, let's see. Okay, this is unlucky, Marco. Production Cup? Nah, that's not entertainment. .5 seconds, really? I mean, Twitch should be, I think, instantaneous. YouTube has a bit of a delay, yeah. But you can put the delay in YouTube basically down to like 2 seconds or so, I think. I'm just gonna try it in one of those next. Oppa! And pit lane. Okay. Did you speed? Did you get speeding? Hopefully not, right? Oh, that's unlucky. Yeah, you hit a puddle there in the grass right here. I know this puddle right in front. Meatball. Wait, did you buy those BMW gloves? I didn't buy them. BMW gave them to. Unsafe pit entry. Cups overlay. So let's watch my start. When I just drifted out. Yeah, I know. I think 5 seconds is usually fine on YouTube. The normal latency is shit because you have like over 10 seconds of a delay, which is bad. 5 seconds I think is okay. I didn't have any grip here. Yeah, Nick was a lot more careful here, way early on the brakes. And then Yannick, I think you did the same thing in the same lap, right? Oh. Zack. Goodbye. Oh no. Bro, there's so much free space and you hit the last corner of the barrier. But I think car is fine, right? Looks okay. Ah, okay. Bit of damage. New livery for Pesk? Yes. New livery. Yeah, I'm doing a FAQ very soon. Very, very soon. Once I actually can sit down and write down an FAQ. But then people are still going to be asking about it. But then every one of you can just say, bro, read the FAQ. That's my plan for it. PESC is the esports championship of Porsche on iRacing. So, +3 for such a crazy race, only 3. Well, Zach or Zach, you're not listening. You are not listening to me. I told you. What the fuck? I just got asked by YouTube to confirm my... At some point you lose iRating if you win. I don't think that's possible. Dumme. Okay, some of those things are not working. Wait. Let me actually... stream elements. Chatbot chat commands. Can I just copy paste them?
2?
2? Kev, thank you so much for the bits. It is a true... Has mouse already hired Spets? No, we're not doing iRacing. Can I export those? No, doesn't work. Oh, wait, can I do this? Chatbot, chat commands, import. No.
At Yannick Friedrichs 2 became a member.
Yannick, thank you so much for the AM membership. Thank you so much, man. So we do cups, reply, where was it? Here. Advanced command aliases overlay. So now it should be possible on YouTube to do this. Yes, nice. What else do I have in here? Congrats on a new team? Oh, what new team? Power just went out. That's not good. Which are the most important commands that I don't have yet on YouTube? Let's see. I have this, I have this. No, chat. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I think I have now all the important commands on Twitch, on YouTube as well. Hide. No, I've been with Mouse with the team since 3 years now. Overlay works. Try it. You can do overlay. Hello? Ah, there we go. There you go. 145. Yeah, Nick, thank you so much. Hey, why there's no TTS? Got my exams done. Now I'm gonna hit iRacing finally again. I'm gonna do the TTS then. Thank you so much, Yannick, for the 2 months in a row. I don't know why it doesn't do. I also have to have a look in that, I guess. Let's see, Twitch. We go with overlays, sub alert. But yeah, I hope your exams went well. Subscriber alert. TTS. Creation, subgift, resub. Resub? Text to speech, resub. Okay. Now it should work. Save. Okay. I think we are good now. Let me try. Replay.
Got my exams done, now I'm gonna hit iRacing finally again.
There we go. Quick fix. So. Ank getting the stream fixed, yeah. Dude, fixing stream stuff, it takes Sounds so stupid, but it takes so much time. Like even just writing an FAQ, doing all these overlays, like especially the overlays to make everything work, that you have TTS on everything and that it all works out with that is, man, that's a lot of work. So, let's warm up, shall we? Yeah. No, the FAQ will happen soon. It will happen soon. Probably gonna do it today. I hope I'm gonna be able to do it today. There's no radar on iRacing. Soon in 6 months, yeah. Is Lasse live? Usually that's the time when he goes live and drives. Nope, still offline, okay. Hey, Karen.
You got a slow car on the left.
Yo, Nikolai, what's up? How should you do it? You get used to it eventually. You learn spatial awareness actually, which is a very good skill to have. So in that sense, iRacing teaches you kind of to learn spatial awareness in order to battle close. But yeah, I would love for iRacing to just have a radar like every other game. Coming in 2030. Coming never. I might be stupid. Didn't they maybe... I might have dreamt that, but didn't iRacing say something about a radar in like one of their dev diaries or so? I think I just dreamt it, so don't worry about that. Do you think VR helps? It can help, yeah. I mean, you have a better overview with it, surely. The visuals... I don't know if the visual spotter is really helpful. I have it, and it does help in some way. But it doesn't really solve the problem. It's actually better to learn without radar. Yes and no. Like, if you have a radar, it would obviously be good to just use it, you know? The channel is never shown to me on Twitch, but on YouTube it always recommended to me. Yeah, because discovery on Twitch is really tough. I feel like there's no discovery on Twitch, really. You just go to your section, you just go to the game iRacing, and then you look into who's online there, and then you watch whoever is there. Like, I feel like you have a starting page on Twitch, yeah, but it doesn't I feel like it doesn't really work like YouTube does. If I crash into a car that brakes like 20 meters early before braking point and I drive into it, it's your fault, yes. Unfortunately, it's your fault. But there's also, like, if he brakes really like too early, then there's also nothing you can do about it. But those things you just have to learn to expect. Like, usually you don't just come up behind someone out of nowhere. Like, that someone must have been driven in front of you for at least a couple of corners. And there you should have been able to see his kind of driving pattern. Like, if he is a bit uncertain, brakes a bit early, maybe brakes a bit late sometimes, then you can kind of expect it that he won't exactly know the perfect braking point. So yeah, if you rear end someone, it's almost always your fault, unless he really brake checks badly. But yeah. So. Who do we have? Sack is in here again. So we're gonna have a pretty good race once more. I think the soft might actually not be too bad with this one. (3-1), yeah, okay. Same as the previous fixed race. Okay, I need a good qualifying lap here. So overtaking Sack is gonna be tricky. Yeah, you're always doing last to first, Leo. A million concurrent. Not even peak, concurrent. That's crazy. What's he streaming nowadays? Because he's done with his world tour, right? I've never watched him, to be honest. He's too... Like, he does an insanely good job at what he does, but he's too crazy to me. Too... Yeah. Too much energy, kind of. In the Caribbean. Yeah, the ad revenue must be insane. No, but it's really sick what he does. Like the content he's doing. I mean, it caters, I would say, to a bit of a younger audience, but he's doing like he's killing it basically. Are there any streamers I watch? Nowadays, not so much anymore. I just don't have the time anymore nowadays. I used to watch a ton of XQC a few years ago, but nowadays, really, I don't really have anyone to watch anymore. In the mornings, I watch Rob CD. He does also relay streaming in Tokyo all the time. But yeah, otherwise I'm not really watching too many streamers anymore. I watch this guy Yuri Kastorp. He's a good streamer. Every 2 moons I'm also watching this guy Kevin Ellis Jr. when he decides to go live. But nah, there's nowadays I feel like not so much interesting streaming content anymore on Twitch, like nothing crazy or nothing new. A really fast track, I think. Okay, let's lock in. We need pole. Nah, I missed it. Yeah, it's not pole. It is pole! Oh my fucking god, man.
There's the flag. It's over.
Free supply of peanuts. Okay, wait, let me go for a quick toilet break, actually. I'm nervous from having to battle Sek once again. Yeah, BRB. I mean, I got 3 minutes. That qualifying takes ages always. Boah. So. Lead button crust. What team could that have been? Ah. I think Zach was pretty sure that he's gonna have pole. But I mean, if I didn't mess up the last corner, it would have been pole by a lot more. Yeah, way too late. You love pick up more in GT3s? Of course. Of course. Moin, Nicholas. Just wait until Charlie shows up again, then my pace is nothing compared to him. But Nick, what helped me a lot, like when I watched Charlie, obviously I do not know exactly how you drive, but try to massively underdrive. For example, into the last corner, into the first corner, like just brake early, but then a bit less. It's, for whatever reason, it's so much faster. Yeah, minus 180 or something like that, most likely. Terra Track Nordschleife. But you just have to, like, especially when you turn in, you just need to be massively underdriving the car. Yeah, like Charlie brakes insanely early into the last corner. Like he brakes. Charlie brakes here, and I brake a little later. But like it's just so much earlier that he brakes. It's crazy, and it's in most corners where I'm like, I lose so much time there. But then he just gains everything on exit and midway through the corner because he just keeps the grip.
The estimated SOS is 3. Green flag, green flag.
Oh, that was a good start. I mean, Charlie also yesterday, he was talking on stream, just chilling and doing those lap times. Quite insane. Like, if I want to do those lap times, I have to shut up and go hard. And that has always been the problem for me on iRacing. I just... Like this last 10th, I just can never find on iRacing or never do consistently. Because the driving it just feels so off to me. Like if I want to go faster, I push more, but it does the complete opposite on iRacing. Like if you want to go faster on iRacing, you have to push less. Charlie Collins, Nicholas. Quanda / Porsche driver. I mean, it's nice and bad at the same time. Like, you can do an iRacing race and you just chill. You can relax. But if you go in any other game, you drive for the win or so, you're so dead afterwards. Like ACC, for example, when I did like 2 years ago, I did some ACC driving against some of the top drivers in like a high league on LFM. Like, bro, I was dead after a race because you're just so much on the limit for like an hour straight. Whereas on iRacing, you're basically just absolutely chilling and doing a race. That's how it's supposed to feel? I disagree. At my time driving in real life, you push the car to its limits, you're not just chilling. Ah, okay, you mean like that, okay, that this is supposed to feel that you're... yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. Oh, gravel. Whoever thought it would be a good idea to put gravel on the road at iRacing is, yeah, belongs into the bin. We did not need that in the sim, really. Oh, one of my neighbors is cooking schnitzel or so. Oh, nice. It's lunchtime. This corner. Somehow everyone is good at this corner but me. Still looks like you're over pushing, yeah. But if I try the opposite, then I'm under pushing massively, and I still can't find like a middle ground that works. Like that was way too slow an entry now. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought I would be dead. Oh, is there a way to drive away? Let's see. Nah. Oh, if someone is over pushing, it's me. This last corner, man, I'm losing it. Just never get the turn in right. Of course, that's a cup, not the GT3. Okay. Back is back. Oh, that could be a banger of a lap though. But Zach is on a faster one. His last corner, man. Incredible. Meh. Just so many mistakes that I'm doing. What? Why should I build that? I don't have the expertise to build such stuff. Just driving, not a mechanic. Still going in too fast. I'm braking so early. Do you think Spa will be fun? Yep. Spa is gonna be very fun next week. Do you ever look at wind? Sometimes I do, yeah. But I don't have an overlay for it, like when I do a chest check before the session. So I drive a race and I see wind from the north, feels like this, and then maybe I join another race and I see wind from the south, and I know, okay, I have to adjust this and that for whatever corner. I mean, why would he not be fast if he builds his own stuff? Like, if you build your own stuff, doesn't mean that it's bad. Like, usually it's better because you can perfectly build it to so it suits yourself, so why the message and he's still fast? Like, of course he's fast. Unless he builds, like, steering wheels out of paper. Impossible, man. It has a blind apex turn 1 here. Pretty much. Very late one. I prefer this one, I think. I think the full layout is even worse. Yeah, he had a massive chicane right now. GG's.
You won. All right.
Wanna see his last chicane? I think he was fully sending it. Oh, it was pretty good. Very good chicane. Compromise with my hardware. Is there anything you personally would like to be different? Not really, no. Wie weit denkst du, kommst du im PESC? Nicht weit, weil ich keine Zeit für PESC habe. Aber Quali-Serie werde ich fahren, nur mal schauen. Still can't control oversteer, how can I practice that? Usually when you get oversteer turning into the corner, it means you're too quick. It means you're too fast turning into the corner. Too boring off-camber hairpins, yeah. And one shitty chicane as well, where you can get like millions of off-tracks. This one to the left here, the chicane, that's also annoying as shit. Pros and cons of driving with gloves. My pros are I'm not sweating the wheel, I'm not slipping at the wheel, and I have grip. Cons. Maybe it gets a bit hot. You're the guy in P3. Well, good result for you. Also really good lap times, actually. Oh. I wanted to check lap 9 when he did a mistake into turn 1. +7. Not too bad, not too bad. Only had 20 minutes practice before. Yeah, then your pace is really fucking strong. So maybe you do 2 more races and you're gonna be on pace with us. Hayden Bramley, he's very close in points. 7 weeks. So, is anyone live? Nope. No one's live, really. But yeah, when we talked about which streamers I watch, this guy I watch. He's just walking through Tokyo every day, like doing interesting stuff. So I'm rarely watching. I'm basically not watching any gaming streams. I'm just watching kind of real life stuff. People traveling. That's for me the most interesting. You get nothing for the championship. Yeah, for sure. Makes a lot of sense to upgrade. Oh wait, I hope this music didn't kill my YouTube now. Okay, let's see who's online on iRacing that we can raid. Why is no one streaming right now? Could raid him actually. Yeah. I ordered the same exact setup. Damn. Next week we will probably see like easily 7K soft in P-Cup for sure. A DIY wooden rig. It can be good, but I mean wood always has some flex. But yeah, proper rig at some point is important for sure. You get bragging rights from the champion. Well, of course, you get, if you do 8 races, I think, then you get like, what, 4 iRacing dollars? Let's see. Where do you even see that again? I think here, you get, how many credits do you get? I think it's like 4 credits you get for doing 8 weeks of a championship. I only need 1 more. Then I get my dollars. And you get a nice PDF file. Certificates. Here, you get a nice certificate if you win the championship. But that's about it. Nothing else. No one cares about it. Only the one who wins cares about it. Alright, /raid. Zack. Alright, everyone, thank you so much. I think this was the last stream for this week. I'll have a bunch of coachings the next days, especially Fridays full with coachings. If you're interested in coachings, !coaching, or you can find every info on my Discord. And then I'm gonna be back next week. Next week we have Porsche Cup at Spa, and on Wednesday we have the Porsche Esports Super Cup qualifiers. So it's gonna be a exciting week ahead. I think tomorrow there's probably not gonna be a video. I don't really have a video for tomorrow already. So you guys have vacation from watching me tomorrow on Friday. So yeah, thank you all. And I see you next week for some, yeah, pretty crazy action, I would say. Goodbye.